Hey, welcome everyone. Give everyone a few moments here to tune in as we wait on our special guest, which I'm about to prompt her right now. Make sure she got the link. I am really upset, and I really think it might be a computer issue at this point, in the fact that my entire screen, as you know, I usually have that nice little screen, is gone. It's gone right now, and so I've got a call here to make to StreamYard, but it's a great way to introduce you to StreamYard right here in the corner. If you're not familiar with this software, there is a free version. I don't have the free version, but there is a free version where you will be able to still use a lot of the features and such. But my son did the decoration or the overlay. Let me make sure I'm using my terminology. The overlay that was company branded, and he actually did a new one for me. And StreamYard is saying I have the basic account. And so they've already taken my money. I need to see what's going on. All right, so let me update. I don't see where she got the link. So let me actually get on the phone with her. But if you would kindly just say good morning. I know I was on earlier. Maybe a few of the same folks. We like to hang out with each other on a Tuesday. But if you'll kindly just say good morning. And also, if you notice on not Facebook, StreamYard, if you don't accept their permissions, your name won't show up on the comments, but it will show up still in the group to which we're streaming in. So no worries. That you won't be seen. In fact, I'm going in here all the way. Hey, good morning, Tina. So I'm able to see you this way just to kind of check. But let me do this. Let me text Miss Angel and see what's going on. So just a recap of a little bit of her story, a little bit of her background as we're waiting on her to join us. Uh, I'll share the YouTube video. She was on here and she shared with us some insights from her perspective of being the trucker's assistant. That's the name of her company. She has behind the wheel experience, which I really glean from those type of consultants because they know really what it looks like in all these different areas. It's kind of like when you work a job and you're being cross trained to now work the fries, and then the next day you get to work the burgers and all this other stuff. Same concept. I'm sorry, like I said, my setup, I've been struggling with this setup here lately, gang, because Facebook was giving me the blues. I created a new group and it kept like merging the two groups together, which it's never done before because I actually am mod and such on 6 groups. So I know it's never done that before, but it's like as soon as I did this other group, um, everything was just getting crossed over. People couldn't comment. It was really a mess. And I know Facebook is doing a lot of new integrations, and I'm blaming them. I'm blaming it. But now that my StreamYard is gone, I really almost think it might be my computer. It might be me. It might be me. So StreamYard again, I'm trying to share this information here, but look out. I have a discount code. Again, it's that affiliate marketing, but I have a discount code I could share with you if you are looking at getting the paid for version so you can save some money. And so I will share that. I am really upset because all of my little fun branding is gone. It's gone. Like I said, I am holding the space, but in my true teacher fashion, I don't hold a class longer than that first 15 minutes in. So if she's unable to join us, we'll go ahead and close it out. Um, unless you want me to go into a training topic. So give me some feedback on that. We can still utilize our time. I've allotted an hour. We are ahead of the usual schedule, and just trying to check my other appointments, make sure I'm not supposed to be somewhere else because my calendar is a little crazy on Tuesdays. But I'm going to share the YouTube video. It's on our channel, My Own Lane Consultants YouTube channel. So this is also where I am posting these videos. If you want to come on screen, share your product, your service, your expertise, your passion for the logistics business with us in the group, please let me know. We'll schedule it, we'll put on the calendar. I'm seeing more of us are afternoon people, late risers, or maybe just again, we're taking care of our fundamental business in the morning and then we go into, more learning. Learning in the afternoon. My business is flopped. I do check my emails early, but a lot of my stuff really starts picking up towards the afternoon. So if you ever try to reach out to me, um, it's always best to reach out to me in the afternoon, not so much the evening, because I now have another obligation every evening. But like I said, I keep kind of looking to see if I'm missing any signals here. And here she is. Here she is. So let me invite her in. Hey, good morning. Hold on, let me get this all updated. All right. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. I'm a little disappointed because my screen got wiped. I don't know what all this is. It's technology at its best, right?
Let
But
me
that's what we're here to talk about a little more is technology. So I'm going to let you do a recap a little bit from our last conversation and go right in. I chose this format too, so you can have screen share. So you have your controls on your ends. Do you see your screen
Okay.
share if you need it? If you
Are
need
we
it.
live? Are we live? Like in a
We
group or
are.
something?
We are live. We're live in the group. Did you not want
Look,
to be live in the group? Look.
look. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I did not know.
Oh, my bad. Look, I thought this was a follow-up.
Look,
I be going on a
I
Tuesday,
see.
especially.
Hey, but we gonna make it do what it do. Look, I
Hey,
didn't know this is.
I am sorry. I am so sorry. But look, I
Oh, good.
this is what it is. This is what it is. We're here to see. So we got a good morning here for you. Ah.
Good
And I'm
morning.
gonna let you go in and like you said, catch us up from our last conversation. I know Margot and Doris. Hey, this is live, right? This is live.
Look, look, and completely, I did not know we were gonna be live. So look, we gonna look. We just gonna usher in the spirit of God and allow God to lead and guide, and
Absolutely.
pray that everything falls on receptive ears, and hope that you guys see something that that you find conducive for your business. So, with that being said, Ms. Lotta, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Stage is yours.
All right. My name is Angel Lovelace, and I am the trucker assistant. Just to let you guys know, I've been working tirelessly on, different things that could be of value to different owner operators, small fleet owners. Um, the biggest thing is I just want people to understand, what they're getting into. Like a lot of people can sell fluff, and I'm sure that you guys know that there's a lot of fluff being sold out there. And I don't care what industry you're in, whether it's finance, whether it's marketing or whatever, you find yourself purchasing items that appear in the marketing sense appear to be what you need. And I fell victim to it myself. But my biggest thing has been just to provide value, something that we can actually use and that will help us in our operation. So what I'm presenting to you guys today is a dispatch, the trucker assistant dispatch workbook. It is going to be released this week, and I just want to go through it with you guys and show you guys the functionalities of it. And like I said, I honestly did not know that this was going to be live today. However, we're going to make it do what it do, okay? All right, so I'm gonna screen share here, and I try to take my glasses off, y'all, but just the way my eyes set up, they don't work that way. So I'm gonna share screen over here. All right, cool beans. You got? Can you see that, Miss Lotta?
Yes,
Lotta
ma'am.
love. Can you see?
Let me go ahead and put both of them on here for you.
No, no, no. You ain't gotta put both of them up.
Oh, okay. I seen it.
You got it. All right. So what this is the front page of the dispatch workbook. And if you're a dispatcher, you can use this page to put all of the company information. This is pretty much the information that will be required when you're filling out your what are they called, the packets, the broker packets. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Um, So typically, basic information, and this information can be copied and pasted. Like if there's information, here you can copy and paste it directly into the RMIS platform, the My Carrier Package platform. Pretty much is you put the information here and it's copy and paste. Put the company name here, um, and pretty much so on and so forth. So all of everything that you will need to fill out a carrier profile or a carrier packet could go here. And if you guys don't have any questions, or if you do have some questions, please feel free to let me know. All your factoring information, driver and equipment information, insurance information, all of your limits, cargo, policy numbers, all of that could go here. Your passwords, your references. This is very important, guys. So I made sure I put a column here for references as well. Preferred lanes. Most of the time they ask for at least three, in between 3 to 5. So just went ahead and added that here for you guys as well. Like I said, the whole objective is to just add value, make your business more organized, and to help you add more value to your carriers. So this is actually a mock screen. There's some mock loads already in here. Well, I'm not going to call it mock because it's actually a portion of one of my carriers. Um, but this is our overall view of first, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. We also have a graph over here that shows the gross and the net overall for the year, the mileage, empty miles, gross miles, gross pay, net pay, rate per mile, and rate per mile on all miles. A lot of software out there, what I found is, after being an owner operator for so long, and a lot of software out there don't allow you to see the numbers, if I make sense. A lot of times it's really just for organization, your loads, driver information, shipper information, and things of that nature. My biggest thing as an owner operator with one truck at that time, those platforms didn't really serve me because I needed to know what my numbers were, and just to have rate confirmations and to be able to, look at my rate cons and all that good stuff. It wasn't centralized. I didn't have a centralized place. And even if with doing a profit and loss or working with my accountant, that wasn't the overall view of my business and didn't allow me to see the day-to-day operation. So the biggest thing was to create something that allowed me to see the day-to-day operation, to be able to track everything that I was doing within my business, and also being able to make the necessary adjustments. And this spreadsheet actually allows you to do that. It allows you to see which trucks are doing the most and gross and revenue and all of that good stuff as well. So if you notice here, you will be able to see, your truck numbers, gross revenue per truck for the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So all you have to do once you put in all your information here, you go back to your dashboard and hit reset, and it automatically updates. Click OK, and boom. If I was to add something different, like a new truck number, a new driver, and all the numbers in the back end, it would automatically update here in the dashboard. So a function that I recently added because of not having a bird's eye. Like when I say I wanted to know down to the lab to the penny, was this function here. Excuse me, guys. And this is the weekly progress report. This is the weekly, I'm talking about day, well, not the day to day, but the weekly overall view of what we've done for the entire week. So, and this is, has 52 weeks, and there will be yearly updates. So the updates, and as far as more feedback that we get to add more value, add more functionality to the spreadsheet, that would also be, calculated in as well. So this spreadsheet, you can't do much to it because the formulas are automatically populated. You won't do much to this spreadsheet outside of add your carrier's cost of operation. And once we release this spreadsheet, we will also give for free our our cost of operation spreadsheet as well. So that will be offered free of charge, along with the dispatch, uh, the trucker's assistant dispatch workbook. All right. So like I said, the only thing we'll go here is the weekly cost of operation. Our cost of operation spreadsheet actually breaks down what it costs to operate yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, and on a per mile basis. So, like I said, that will come automatically free, and you will understand how much how much value will add to your bottom line once you get your numbers in and you're able to see, okay, wow, this is what's going on. So like we can wait to the end of the year to do a profit and loss, or we can do a profit and loss every week. We can understand where our company is headed every week. We can see the numbers where we are, and at the same time, you get to see, okay, how many miles did you do? All right, so the biggest thing for me was to understand the percentage of deadhead. So even though I was able to see it on the day-to-day operation, which is here, I wanted to see it like my overall week. What percentage of my empty miles were based on, can be compared to my loaded miles. So if I have 1,102 loaded miles and I did 132 empty miles, I did 10% of my loaded miles. So that kind of helps me to see, all right, am I spending too much time deadheading? Am I spending too much revenue, deadheading? So these numbers here were actually very good. And I try to keep these numbers well below uh, 20, 25%. 25%, I'm over it. And actually, when you see those higher numbers, most of the time, those are when we're running power only. Power only, you tend to incur more and more empty miles, or should I say deadhead miles, than usual. And Miss Lotta, if any questions are out there, oh yeah, color coding. So if all right, let me break that down. I'm sorry. Thank you for pointing it out to me, Miss Lotta. All right, so when our weekly gross revenue is here, it's going to automatically populate. Let's just say we're in the first quarter. All right, so this first week, it's going to come here. Everything's going to automatically populate. So the first week of January, we did a gross revenue of 3,100. Our weekly cost of operation is 42. So the profit and loss is going to automatically show us in red, hey, we came up $1,193 short. And this number is actually factored in after the factoring cost. So whatever your factoring cost is, we can customize these spreadsheets to fit your factoring costs. So I think this one is set up at 3%, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. So, but this is automatically populated after the factoring cost. So moving forward, first quarter. So this is where we put in all of our load information. And like I said, the biggest thing for me was being able to get a bird's eye view. Like I wanted to see every piece of my business by the numbers. Because like I stated earlier, like we can have access to all these other platforms and softwares, and they really don't give me everything I need to see my business by the numbers. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Um, As far as this spreadsheet is, like I said, this is first quarter. We're past the first quarter, but I would like to use this as an example. So here we put in our pickup date, pickup time, delivery date, delivery time, truck numbers. So based on the amount of trucks that you have in your fleet, or um, if you're dispatching, I would also like to add this. If you're dispatching, you will use, for every different customer, you will use a different workbook, because you don't want to mix the two. You don't want to mix everybody into the same workbook. So this is John Doe trucking. So with that being said, only John Doe's fleet will be included here. I'm not talking about Jane Doe. Jane Doe is going to be in a completely different workbook, because we don't want to mix the two. We want everybody to have their own separate business and want to be able to provide as much value to each and every carrier. All right, so that truck number, let's just say John Doe got truck number 91, 81, 71, and those truck numbers would go here. And remember what I said in the dashboard, all of that would populate here. For every truck, you'll be able to see the gross revenue for those particular trucks. All right. So it's also the origin city, the origin state. Now, here's the beautiful thing about the pickup and delivery state. All right. So this is color coded. If you can see, Illinois is gray and all that good stuff. I got a legend back here. All right. So you can see it's all color coded based on the zones and the regions of the freight. Right. So what this is going to do is, the reason this is so helpful is because it allows you to see which lanes you're consistently in, and which are these lanes the most profitable. What lets you know if these lanes are profitable for you? These This column here, empty miles, gross rate per mile, all of these lanes are color coded. All right, so as far as empty miles, I have a rule of thumb. I tell all of my guys I like to maintain below 150 deadhead miles. If I go over 150 miles, this will change to a different color. 151, it's going to turn red. So we're going to turn that back. If I put in from 75, because I really don't want my trucks to go over 75 miles deadhead, but 150 is actually extreme for me. So if I type in 76, it's going to turn yellow. So this is kind of giving me a heads up on and allowing me to monitor how my trucks are doing as far as deadhead and empty miles. Guys really would prefer to, maintain low empty deadhead miles. So that's the goal with, having the alert, the changing of the colors to alert us and let us know, hey, we're reaching our margin here. So let's try to keep those numbers down as well. Gross rate per mile. See, gross rate per mile is pretty much what the gross rate from the gross rate per mile from the gross rate. So let's just say you and the broker negotiate, like here, let's just take this one for example, 1700. Okay. This is that gross rate per mile. However, we know that the truck doesn't see this gross rate. Why is that? Because we got factoring costs, right? So with that being said, we come back over here and we are going to include your factoring costs. That should have been protected. I'm sorry, guys. Thought I did. My apologies. All right, so I shouldn't be able to. Yeah. All right, so there it is. I shouldn't have been able to. I thought I protected it before we got started. So here's the thing: a lot of these formulas, if you can't make a mistake as long as it's protected. Yes, and fuel. However, fuel is one of those. It's one of those fluctuating expenses. It's a variable cost. So the thing about fuel is that most of the time, as a dispatcher, we don't get fuel costs. That's something for the carrier to monitor and all that. However, you can add that into it if that's something you're interested in doing. Yet it kind of takes you a little bit deeper than you really want to go. But that's just my personal opinion as a dispatcher. I do assist my guys with, optimizing fuel costs, with, getting the necessary fuel cards, having open fuel cards and stuff like that. But right now, this is strictly about the upfront costs. This is what before the money even hits the driver's account. So with that being said, we don't see the gross rate. Nobody sees gross. We only see everything after factoring. So that's the reason the factoring cost is automatically populated here. All right, so then we get the truck rate and empty and loaded miles and the rate per mile after factoring. So here you will see that your gross rate per mile was 221 a mile. Rate per mile after factoring was 312 a mile. I'm sorry, it was 321 and it's 312 after factoring. Rate per mile on all miles. This is a lot of times where I see a lot of people miss this, and because a lot of the times our drivers they want to make money all the way around. They're just not they're not focused on, oh well, this pays this on loaded miles. No, they want, if they got a deadhead, they got to pay for the fuel and all of that concerning those empty miles too. So the rate per mile on all miles is just as important as it is on the gross rate. Absolutely, I will be presenting a video to train on all the functionalities and all that. So absolutely, yes. Um, as far as the PODs, this is so important, guys. Actually, this should be already. All right. So the functionality here, the PODs. Did you receive a POD from your carrier or your driver? If you're an owner operator and you have a few pieces of equipment, did that driver send in the POD and have you submitted it? Did you submit it? Yes or no? If it has been submitted, you're gonna click yes, and you're gonna keep it moving. All right. So now we get to the good part. Now we get to keep up and nurture those relationships. So we got our customer. Who's that customer? CH Robinson, TQL. The load number attached to that load, contact name, contact phone, contact email, and load notes. Any issues or anything that you dealt with regarding this load, this particular load. And this can be stretched out, guys. All you have to do is, I can stretch it out, but don't feel like dealing with all that because I've locked this spreadsheet now. But it's pretty much self-explanatory. Like it's all just it allows you to see the business. And so how this benefits me, I'm able to call my carrier and talk to him about his numbers because a lot of times they're looking at the dispatcher. Like dispatchers take so much flat, but what a lot of people fail to realize is the dispatcher is not solely responsible himself or herself. This is teamwork makes the dream work. So in order for me to do my job effectively as a dispatcher and a consultant, you got to do your job effectively as a driver, as an owner operator. So with that being said, if the driver's not working, if they're, going home, staying at home multiple days or going out running a week, coming back, home, staying at home 3 to 5 days, and then come back and tell you, hey, I want to make 10 grand. Sir, I'm not a genie. And I told guys that. But this allows you to have all the data that you need. Like I can, just by looking at these numbers, I can tell where my driver put in the work. Why is that? Because I see the amount of miles that he drove. I see, so let's just say he's looking to make money, and I go through the average miles to, a week that a driver does is about 2,500 miles, right? So if I go out and I see, okay, this week he's complaining about revenue this week, and he did 3,100. Well, sir, you only drove 1,200 miles altogether. So, and to do 3,100 on 1,200 miles, you did pretty good. But you can see those weeks that he went out and hustled, which where he did 9,700 here, did 2,559. So the proof is in the pudding. So therefore, nothing is left up to, guessing. Everything is all here. And now I have more data to go to my client and add more value to them and come up with more ideas and enable us to optimize our current strategy and what I call PPP. It's profit position planning. Take that with you. PPP, like the PPP loans that the government was giving out. Let's call it PPP in trucking. Profit position planning. That's the title. That's the name of my dispatcher platform that's coming out. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that. How to profitably position and plan. So, and this allows us to do that when you know the business by the numbers, when you see all the data in front of you, because this you're not going to get this with any other platform, any other software. Is just not going to happen. I'm here to tell you that I've tried a lot of them, and most of them don't give you the business by the numbers. This allows you the numbers into your day-to-day operations. It allows you week to week, year over year, as you can see here in your dashboard. Each and every quarter, you can see it all. Are there any questions, any concerns, how to order, anything? Should I take on any questions? How does this benefit you? Talk to me. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's answer some questions.
Great presentation. Right now, we still have some folks chewing on this. So, again, you guys, this is the perfect opportunity while it's fresh in your mind to ask a question. You have it right there in front of you, and you don't, she went over it in great detail. I also shared your FAQs link, the websites. Um, I think your FAQ is pretty on point. So, want to open this up? Okay, we have one coming up here.
No, no. If the calculations would, you can, if the calculations that's found in most of the time in your
EOD.
ELD. Yeah, the ELD gives you that. So it wasn't really necessary to add it here because it automatically, your ELD automatically calculates that for you.
Good question. Thank you, Chastity. Any other questions? How would you recommend, again, I remember you going through that there are separate tabs and you're having these conversations with your um, carriers. What is a good way to introduce this to, that, or do you even introduce it? Do you recommend introducing that this is, the back office, this is how you have things organized? How do you have that conversation with your carriers?
Honestly, I don't introduce. I mean, I did at first. Um, you can. It just really kind of depends on who you're dealing with. That I mean, you have
Mhm.
to really know your client. Like I have one client partnership that's an attorney, and they were very vocal about their needs. So when they were shopping around for a dispatcher, like it was like I was being double teamed. So and they've been with me since their third month, and now they've successfully reached over that year mark. And I think the thing that sold them was the fact that I had all of this data, the fact that I was able to walk them through, using our cost of operations spreadsheet. I was able to walk them through, hey, this is stuff we need to know. Because in order for me to dispatch you effectively, I got to know what your numbers look like. I got to know what you need. I must know what you need as my customer, because that's the whole idea, is to solve a problem for you. So their problem was they were looking for, consistency. Okay, well, let's see where the issue is. So they went through, I went through the series of, asking the necessary questions. This was before I got into the money part. So asking the questions that allow me to dissect, where a lot of the issues lie, because a lot of the times the issue isn't within dispatching. The issue is within the operation itself, So, and a lot of people, especially owner operators, don't like to hear that, and it you can feel them cringe. You can feel their energy coming through, and it's okay because I'm here to tell you I got you. It's
Mhm.
one thing that all of my carriers can always say. If she don't do nothing else, she gonna tell you she got you. And I don't tell you that unless I know I got you. And how do I know I got you is that I asked all the necessary questions to get you to open up about your business and what it is that you're looking for and you're looking to the goals that you're looking to accomplish, the hangups, the obstacles that you're running into. And I use the framework that I've developed to, okay, if this is what you're experiencing, well, let's look over here. All right, well, how are you doing this? And that leads to another place, and that will allow them to also unpack their own, if I may, you know, SHIT. It allows them
It
to
does.
unpack their own, and it allows them to be vulnerable with themselves, because a lot of times people want to put off blame on someone else, but numbers don't lie. They don't. And when you have a system like this in place, bro, listen, sorry but not sorry. This is what it is, and this is what it's not. So at the end of the year, I send out my overall analysis. I send everything, and they're like, okay, Angel, how do we amp this up next year? Okay, and I'm writing out all those problem points. I have every incident. When a driver came in, it's Monday and he's not ready to go. He went home for the weekend. It's Monday and he's not ready to go until Tuesday. Okay, we're losing. If
Mm.
it's Friday and he just wants to go home without a load, we're losing. So I point out all of those things, and having this allows me to do that, because now I have direct access to your overall business every day, every week, every quarter, every year. Nothing goes unturned. So I see everything with your business financially. So pretty much nothing gets past me.
Absolutely. Those data driven decisions, even in education, they used to harp on the numbers. And it took me a while to understand that. But you think a trend is going one way, but when the numbers show you that they're clearly not, you have to go by what the numbers say in order to fix the trend, even to bring awareness of the trend. You're going by your gut feeling, hey, I really just like it here. But is that what your numbers like? I mean, if you're concerned of that bottom line, that's where you really have to do your consultation. I love also that you said, Angel, knowing what their business, how to operate it. That's huge, even on insurance costs. I do deal a lot with new carriers, so there's a lot of forgiveness because, again, the whole reason you're getting this is because you're just starting off. But you can't use that excuse anymore, because now, as you're making changes, now as you're kind of trying to consider different types of loads and stuff, and the things that you do may trigger an insurance increase, you have to be able to have the loads coming in, the money coming in to offset those costs. Because now a lot of times, as newer carriers are finally getting out there, finding a relationship, seeing an opportunity, they lose sight of that insurance isn't a fixed cost. So you have to know where you're impacting that bottom line. Maya's on here, and so she just said, "When is the baby due?" I know, like you're like ready to bust now, right? When is the baby due, Maya? She is also a driver, and so she's just sharing that here with us. And Tina mentions, I was a little behind on here, that the numbers, where'd it go? And she said August 15th. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, exciting. And she says she's ready.
Congratulations.
She is ready. So the numbers do not lie. We can turn a blind eye on them, but it's going to remind us where the business stands and such. So it's always a great asset to deal and have people in your circle that are going to tell you how it is, because that's genuine concern. They're not going to let you fail and then be like, well, I don't know. Because now all this data is right here. It's been, you're tracking trends, behaviors, um, patterns, and you're getting ready for them.
Right. And
So,
another thing, Miss Lotta, I want to point out is that I track everything. I'm gonna show y'all how bad I am. Like it's kind of funny. Don't laugh at me, y'all. But I literally track everything. Every load I call I track everything. Everything. Like if I call you and you're a broker about a load, I'm writing it down. Like tracking everything allows you to optimize your decision. You can't make any changes unless you track it. I just dropped a whole gem on y'all. Y'all didn't even know
This is true. This is true. You got to track it. You got to see it. You got to see it. So we have a few people still hanging out with us. And again, to utilize the time, we're coming up on 45 minutes. So we're doing really great with the time, but we're not going to, be idle because everyone can get back to their day. Hopefully, this has
it.
encouraged you. This shows you how to be systematic. You got to develop that system early. Systems, and especially at numbers, aren't something you do later. Cleaning up numbers is the worst.
Mm,
Sometimes I would dare say impossible, because can you ever truly put every little thing in there to make sure that they balance?
I'm gonna
So
tell
you
you
got to
something.
do this. Yes, ma'am.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. The last thing you want to do is try to clean it up. You don't want to get in a position to where you've gone so far into your business and you don't know. I would rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So to get a year in and then to get something like this, like wow, the cringing that I can sense somebody cringing, like wow, I've been operating below my cost of operation. I've been operating wondering why I can't seem to make ends meet or I can't scale the business. This is why, because you don't know what the numbers look like. And like I said, you can every day, I mean every year, you can sit down with your accountant and do loss and profit and loss. However, at the end of the year, your profit, you how you going you would have to take a loss if you knew you were losing all along. Ooh, let me say this slow so I can say it some more. You wouldn't have to take a loss if you knew you were losing all year long. You ain't got to wait till the end of the year to know you're losing. You can realize you losing now. And guess what? This is going to also allow you to see where you're losing it. Come on now. This is the
There
best
you
thing
go.
since sliced cheese, man. Come on. It is what it is. I'm just going to tell
Real
it like it is. Ain't it no
application.
better?
Love it. So we do have a question here from Chastity. I'm hearing a little echo, I'm sorry. But from Chastity saying, when does all this goodness hit the stands? Tell us, how can we get involved?
I set a date for July the 30th, but you can also pre-order. So by end of business day, I will have the pre-order form filled out, released, and I'll get it over to you, Lotta, just so you can go ahead and send it on out. And it's about a 24-hour turnaround because, like I said, we want to customize it to make sure that it's got your factoring costs in it. Or you can, take it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna customize it to make it to where um, you can it'll be conducive for your operation. Let's just say your cost of operation is 2.75. This spreadsheet is set at 3%. So I would like to get it to where it actually adds value to you. I'm not just gonna send it to you at 3.0. I'm sending it to you at 2.75. So like I said, every carrier you have will have to have a different workbook. But that's not saying that you would have to order a different workbook for each carrier. You can use that one workbook and duplicate it. So it's downloadable, and you can change the name of it. This would be Jane Doe workbook, and this would be John Doe's workbook. So, but it's not shareable. It's downloadable, but it's not shareable. It's also uh, it's also copywritten and owned by the Trucker Assistant. The best way to reach me is at phone number 833-878-TRUCK21. That comes out to 833-878-2521. You can email me at admin@thetruckerassistant.com. You can also visit the website at www.thetruckerassistant.com as well. Do I need to say that one more time? Say it slow so I can say it some more. Angel, could you sell bottled water Angel, you could say about a while now, Brad. That's how great she is. Man, God bless you, my sister. This got to be Miss Tina. Tina Williams. Who is that, Lotta?
Yes, it is. That's her. Yes,
You
please
know
say the
what?
phone number one more time
I
for
love
me.
her. I love her. Thank you, Miss Tina. She's great. Um, the website or the phone number? Phone
The
number
phone number.
is 833-878 truck 21. That comes out to 833-878-2521. And myself or my assistant would be happy to serve you. Thank you, Miss
There
Lotta.
we
Look at
go.
you. I love the way she do this. I think Miss Lotta's just great. I'm gonna give you. Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you.
Lotta. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I'm
Amazing.
trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up.
You
Now,
ain't
this
trying,
is
you
awesome.
don't.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You guys, this is the type of content that we want of the group. We want original content, stuff that you're not just finding out there, rehashed, just I don't even want to spend the effort in talking about just what you're seeing out there because you're seeing it out there because it's not customized. It's not from a user's perspective. I'll just say
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
so try
That
to
just changed the
make
game.
sure, yes, make sure that you're aligning, asking questions, connecting to the people who are here, right here in your grasp, in your reach. You don't have to sign up and tag them on LinkedIn and wish that they knew you because you can build a relationship right here in this group. You can follow their comments, you can participate in these type of settings, ask the questions. You guys, other platforms charge for this, and we are being more transparent and just trying to make sure that we're structuring the right content for the right audience. So I thank you again, Angel, for just your vision for the application. We're excited, and just keep us updated in the group as new things happen. Keep us educated, really, for sure, of just things that we should be aware of. And hopefully you can just plug in, and like you said, I know Tina said she knew you, and thank you, thank you. So we just had Tina was saying the group is worth more than gold. You guys, when you can just kind of be there when people allow you access, please take that access. I can't really stress that enough because other places you can ping, you can follow all this other stuff, but do they talk back?
Right.
Ask yourself, are they talking back to you, and are they concerned? Do they say the things that you need to know? So I am going to close out. We are doing great on time. Yes. And we got another comment here. Hey, Miss Martha. So this is Martha Gilliard Kirby, if I said this right. So thank you for your time, your participation. Hey, Ava. So yes, gotta make sure that you're connecting to people that really have your best interest at heart. And I could speak on that for Miss Angel that she the frustration is real some days, but we all face it, and it's just nice to be able to vent to one another about it. And it's not personal. It's not where we're ganging up on one person, because really we really don't talk about people like that. We talk about situations. How can we address this? How do I handle this? Do you even see this part happening? Because maybe there's something I'm saying that I'm totally blind of because I'm sitting from a desk behind a computer screen talking about what people on the road are doing.
Right.
That's why I reach out personally and ask and build my network of drivers, of dispatchers, of brokers, so I can be educated. Even though I don't directly apply it to my business, it's still of concern for me because I have concern for the community.
And I
So
can see that. I see that in
thank
you.
you.
Like every time we speak, it's like, well, Angel, hold up, you got a minute? Let's talk
Yes,
about this.
I was like,
This is a
I'm
scenario
confused.
situation. Let's
Yes.
just can you help me work through this? Or I call you, can we work through it? Can we get it done?
Right. I mean, just, Google doesn't do it. Just Google doesn't do it. That's only to give you inspiration. Then you got to dig. And I saw someone was kind of making that comment earlier in the group that Google is confusing. Yes, because everybody's saying something. But why not ask a question you can get a response? Not just, auto reply, but a response, a true response. And so I
Mm.
thank you guys for your time. Make sure you're asking questions. There's no such thing as that dumb question. The worst crime, if you would, is a question unanswered, because now you're carrying on something you're not sure of. And we want everyone to be confident, comfortable in your own skin and what you're doing, and be willing to accept correction. Hey, I'll say all day long, I didn't know. But I don't
Right.
say that twice in a row, though. I didn't know.
Right.
Now that I've been told, oh, okay, let me see how this applies. Let me see how I can digest it. So,
Right.
any final comments, questions? We had actually a pretty good turnout of questions, engagement. So, thank you on that. Going to let you guys get your day back as we are here right at the top of the hour. So thank you again. Reach out to Miss Angel if you have any direct questions. She will keep us plugged in the group. Make sure you're following her, and you guys have a blessed day.
Hey,
Thank you.
Lotta,
Mhm,
Lotta. Let's You did you? Oh, you got the email right there. Okay, I took my
mhm.
glasses off. My bad.
Got the email, got your thing, and let me share the phone number once again.
Gotcha.
So got the phone number once again. Thank you very much. I am so upset that I just got new little closing videos so I can list all the contact information. But as I said earlier, StreamYard doing me wrong right now, so I have to get back with them. All
Okay.
right, you guys, have a great day. Thank
Y'all have a
you.
good one. Be
All
blessed.
right, bye bye.